What's up everyone, Jared here with carbuzz.com, and today I am showing you the 2022 Toyota Tundra Capstone. This is an all-new version of the Tundra, the most luxurious one that Toyota has ever made. So there are a lot of cool details that I'm going to show you here on the exterior and on the interior. What I'm not going to cover in this video is the fuel economy of this hybrid iForce Max drivetrain, nor am I going to tell you how it drives or how much it costs, because unfortunately all of that information is currently under embargo. If you want to know how the Toyota Tundra Capstone drives, you're going to have to come back to our channel in about a week from now when we will have our full driving review. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the Capstone, because there is quite a lot to talk about even before we drive it. Starting with the styling, we've got this big chromy grille. Toyota tells me that this is all about exclusive luxury, whereas the 1794 is kind of a Western theme, like the Ford F-150 King Ranch. This is all about exclusive luxury, hence the chrome grille. We've got our little blue Toyota badge indicating that this is a hybrid model, and we have Tundra written here on the bottom portion of the grille in sort of a chromy finish as well. And you might notice that this is all white, matching the body color. We're going to notice a lot of body color accents here. There is not a lot of dual contrasting accents here. It's a lot of body color, giving it that exclusive, luxurious look. Now, I mentioned the iForce Max powertrain, so you still have a twin turbocharged V6 under the hood, but it does have hybrid assist, so it produces 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque, making this the most powerful version of the Tundra that you've ever been able to buy. We also have some other details here. As I mentioned, more body color here around the fenders, surrounding these massive 22-inch chrome finish wheels here. This is the largest wheel you've ever been able to get on a Tundra, and they do come standard on the Capstone. We've got more chrome here on the grille. Here's our Capstone badge, letting us know that we have the most premium version of the Tundra. We've got chrome door handles here, and if I go ahead and open those, you'll see we have our power retractable running boards. Those come standard on the Capstone, so making it much easier to get in and out of this truck very easily. And then when you close the door, it'll take a second or two, and then it will retract that running board, which is quite nice. So here at the back, we have our 5.5-foot bed. This is the only bed size that you'll be able to get on the Capstone with the larger Crew Max body style, where we have that big door in the back. You can get a 6.5-foot bed on certain Tundra models, but not the Capstone. So here at the back, we've got a little bit more chrome. We've got our little chrome handlebar up here. We're going to go ahead and give you a close-up on that, where it says Toyota in chrome. Then we have Tundra stamped out on the tailgate here. Lots of body color. We do have a little bit of chrome down here on the bumper. So we do have a damped tailgate. I'm going to go ahead and drop it, and you'll see we have a bed step that is power retractable. That's going to come down every single time you open the bed. I think maybe you can turn that off if you don't want that to come out, but it does make it very easy to get in and out of here. We do have a composite bed back here, which is quite nice. Toyota has been doing this for a number of years on the Tacoma, the smaller pickup truck. Basically, it means that you don't need to get a bed liner, and this stuff is super durable. You can basically ask anybody who's ever driven a Tacoma how durable that is. Another cool feature that I wanted to mention about the bed is we have this little button here on the taillight. I'm going to give you a close-up of that right here. It's almost, you wouldn't even notice it. Basically what that's for is, let's just say you have hands full of groceries and you can't go to drop the bed. You can kind of just bump that with your elbow and it'll drop the bed down. Kind of a cool feature, huh? So now let's go ahead and check out the back seat, where I mentioned we've got the Crew Max body style. So we've got this big rear door. That's going to give us tons of space. This is going to give us our first look here at the interior of the Tundra Capstone, because it is really nice in here. So as you can see, we have this black semi-aniline leather here on the bottom, and then it's white up here at the top, perforated. So Toyota tells me that this is the same leather quality that you're going to get in a Lexus LS. That is their most expensive flagship sedan. So when you're driving people around in your truck, you can be like, hey, did you know the leather is the same that Lexus uses on their fanciest cars? Just a little bit of bragging rights that you can give to your friends. Now let's come over closer on the interior. I'm going to show you what else you get back here. You get heated seats and ventilated seats here in the back, which is quite nice. Not a lot of trucks have that. The Ram 1500 does, but it is a really nice touch that you get it here. You also get a 110 outlet and 2 USB ports. They are a USB and a USB-C down here, so you can keep all of your devices charged. We've got our cup holders right here. We've got some air vents as well, and then we also have this little cup holder here, so plenty of cup holders in this interior as well. The one thing that I did want to point out to you guys is that if you get the hybrid version of the Tundra, you don't quite get as much storage in here, so you can lift these seats up, and there's usually some storage back here, but I believe this is where they're putting the hybrid battery. So you see we have like a fuse box right here, so a little bit less storage than you'd otherwise be able to get on a Tundra. We do have a glass panoramic roof as well above me, so look at that. That stretches back really far. That is a really nice touch, and just like the outgoing Tundra, you can slide down this rear window all the way, which is quite a nice touch. Now we're going to get out and show you the front of the Capstone. I just want to mention that we do have sunshades in the back here. That is also quite a nice luxury touch. So my videographer is going to go the other way as I meet you in the front seat. All right, let's go ahead and start it up because it is a frigid day and I want to benefit from those ventilated seats in here as I take the camera to show you the niceties here. We've got a lot of cool tech features to talk about in this interior. For starters, we've got this very nice perforated steering wheel. We've got our digital gauge cluster that we get on other Tundra models. That is quite a cool touch. There's lots of ways that you can cycle through and customize this. I believe if we change the drive modes, you'll see that the gauges are going to change a little bit. So let's go ahead and put it into our Sport Plus mode. That is going to alter the characteristics of the hybrid drivetrain. Yep, you can see that our tachometer has changed quite a little bit from the different drive modes. Let's go ahead and put it down into Eco and see how that changes things. You have to wait a few seconds. There we go. See, now we have like a blue finish as well. We also have a head-up display that comes standard on the Capstone as well, which is quite nice. We have this nice JBL audio system. I just wanted to show you the speaker grills. They are really fancy. That is a really nice looking look for this truck. Now you can ignore some of this plastic here on the door is pre-production. So if it looks a bit cheap, don't worry. The production models are not going to look like that. So I just wanted to point that out to you. We do have lots of wood trim as well. With Capstone written out on it is really nice. We've got white leather here on the dash. This stuff feels really nice to the touch. Here on the seats as well, let me give you a good look at that seat. So this is what the front seat looks like. White leather up here, black down here. They are super comfy, and yes, the leather does feel real nice. We have more wood trim there on the door as well. We're going to focus on this massive 14-inch touchscreen. This is Toyota's brand new version of their infotainment software. I really like how this works. It's so good actually that I feel like I don't need to use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with it. You can speak to it and say, "Hey Toyota," and just ask it to take you somewhere very easily. Of course, we have dual zone automatic climate controls with heated and ventilated seats. The one thing I'm a little disappointed about is that there are no massage seats here. You can get those on the Ford F-150, so a little disappointing to not see that here. We've got a USB port here. We also have our wireless charging pad right here, so you can rest your phone right up there or just use this as storage if you want. We have our big chunky shifter. When I toss it into reverse, you see we have a very crystal clear backup camera with lots of trajectory lines. We have our drive mode selector here. All Capstone models are going to be four-wheel drive, so we do have a four-wheel low and four-wheel high control. Here in the center console, we've got this nice wood finish, although you'll probably end up leaving this door open most of the time to have the cup holders. We have a very interesting storage console right here. We have our wood trim, our white leather here. So you have this little bin where you can put change or your wallet or whatever in here, and then this slides back so you can keep whatever in there, and then you can reach down into the lower area, or you can open the whole thing like so. It's a little bit cheap, as I mentioned, because it's a pre-production unit. I expect the regular one to be built just a little bit better. Tons of storage in here. We have this little box area. You can go ahead and remove that if you don't want that little divider. We've got our coin holder here. We've got more USB ports, a USB and a USB-C, so you can always keep your devices charged. As I mentioned, big glass panoramic roof, and we have our digital mirror, which is quite cool. So you have that as well. And then let's see, here we go. There's my window, so I can go ahead and drop down the rear window, raise that back up. That's always been a really cool Tundra feature. I'm glad that they were able to retain that for this new 2022 model year. And then we have our stop start button in blue because we have the hybrid with our trailer controls. So that was basically a full look at the interior of the Tundra. Now I'm going to go ahead and step back up so we can wrap up our time with this truck. So I like the design. I think the 22-inch wheels and the bling style. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because I thought the 1794 was already a very good looking truck. But if you're looking for a Tundra that takes things to that next level, to that Lexus level, this is definitely the furthest that we've seen of that. I'm very excited to get the Tundra out on the road. So again, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to be alerted of our latest videos. That is the best way for you to get alerted immediately when we post our full Tundra review. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.